We've got a real problem with little ants in our house. We tried a few different products and things I picked up at Lowe's to try and get rid of them. It never really worked. Okay, it's been really frustrating dealing with these ants. Do you have an ant problem as well? Leave a comment. Tell us about the problem you've got. If you give this a try, leave some comments and let everybody else know what kind of ants you had and if it worked. Tried calling a few pest control companies. Those that I talked to kept telling me they'd spray some stuff and it would stop any ants from coming in. I did some research and came up with some solutions. I've got this Max Force Complete product and Advian Ant Gel product. This one is the protein or grease cycle, that kind of food that the ants want. This is a sweet cycle, kind of sweet food that the ants want. And so together, the two of these should actually bait the ants, let them carry it back to their colony, and it's a little bit slow acting, get the whole colony killed and removed, so I don't have to keep dealing with it every year. Welcome to Tomahawk DIY, everyone. I'm Mike. Let's take a closer look at getting rid of these ants. Now, after I did some research, I decided I'm pretty sure these are little pavement ants. I'll also include a link down in the description of the video where you can go get this same product for yourself. I'm going to show you over the coming few weeks what I do to get rid of these ants. So follow along with me and let's see if it works. You'll be sure that you use appropriate safety procedures. These things have lots of precautions and directions on how and where to use them. Now this product, this Max Force Complete, remember this is the protein or the grease type bait. It gets rid of ants as well as crickets and cockroaches. This Advian Ant Gel is listed to get rid of all sorts of specific types of ants. Okay, so let's take a look at this. First I'm going to put this Max Force Complete, this granular insect bait. This is for the protein food cycle. I'm just going to put some of this in each half of these little bait kits. These little bait trays are really convenient. Use a little glue dot to help hold them in place if I need to. I'm going to make sure I sweep up the floor here when I'm done so that I don't leave this tracking where people might walk across it. Now the second one, this Advian Ant Gel. This is the sweet bait cycle. Comes in these little syringes. Again, I can't emphasize enough about how important appropriate safety is so you don't cause problems. You'll notice I put on some gloves. This gel with this syringe, it can be used to apply right into some cracks and crevices, places that the ants might come. Fill it into this. Now I'm not going to go rinse this out in the kitchen sink or anything like that. My lids on my trays. Now with our little bait packs ready, got to go tuck them away in some spots where they'll be out of the way and can attract some ants, and I'll clean up this mess. Take these little glue dots, take and stick that to the bottom of this trap, and then I'm going to set the trap in here. That'll just help keep it in place. You want to be sure that your placement of these is out of the way where kids or pets aren't going to bother them. So be real cautious if you've got kids or pets running around. There's one. I don't know if you like these guys like sweet or protein or grease more today. We're also going to come clean some of this mess up. These guys have been crawling around in the closet here. You can see an ant right there. I've wondered if they're not liking actually coming up this plastic. I decided I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to take this piece of paper. I'm going to tape it down and see if they'll walk over it. Maybe that'll make a difference. I haven't seen a whole lot of ant activity over here at this bait trap. I'm going to make some changes and see what we can do. So what I'm going to do is out here on this white paper, I'm going to put my bait and see if that can make a difference. See, it's just so strange to me that they don't like the blue tape. There's another one coming from down here. I don't know if we can see them. So anyway, we gotta quit messing with this. We gotta get rid of these guys. So it took them a while, but they've warmed up to that blue tape and the white paper. So I'm gonna get this Advian Ant Gel and try something a little bit different. I'm gonna put this right out here. Ooh, it came out faster than expected. So let's see what that does. Whether it killed them on the spot or they're liking what they're smelling, I'm not sure which. And since I want to send the bait back to their colony, hopefully it didn't just kill them on the spot. Now this gel, this is the sweet cycle. And apparently these guys like the sweetness. Look at them all. They're just climbing up there. They keep coming. I'm gonna take some of these granules, kind of shake them out in the same area. Okay, now, as I mentioned the other day, safety is of utmost priority. So I'm kind of reluctant about setting this stuff out, not in this bait container. That's a risk I'm willing to take, but you need to be sure you're comfortable with whatever and however you set this out. Well, I don't know that any of those guys that first came up there have left, which I guess that's good that they like it, but I really want to see them start leaving and taking them back to their friends, coming up to the counter to get ice cream or something. I'll just line it up. All right, well, we're gonna leave these guys for a bit and go check out another spot. Here we are in the pantry. After seeing those ants really like the sweet stuff, I'm gonna take my little bait pack and actually inject this gel and see if maybe we can help them have a little path to follow. Just set it like that. And hopefully when these ants come and find that bit. Now this gel, I did read on it, it says you can inject it into cracks and crevices. So I think I could take and just fill it up. It says you can inject this into cracks and crevices, so I could take it and just fill it up along the edges here. Maybe I'll do that next, but I'm a little hesitant to get this stuff on my floor. We'll see how this works. Here I am at this other location. You can see the bait. It's kind of hard to see the bait with my light, but the bait's under there, and these ants have just been crawling right under and around this whole bait container. So kind of similar to the first location. Yeah, it's there, but they don't seem to want to walk on the plastic. Here come a couple of them. Watch them. They go right under it. See? There it went. So I'm going to change how this one's set up. See if we can get them excited about this sugar gel too. I'm going to take this paper, so I'm going to work it back here and get it stuck down. Now with the paper in there, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing as before. Take some of this gel, get it squirted down there on the paper, make a little trail of it, and get it kind of close to the edge. So get a little bit of these granules. I know they don't seem to like them, but maybe today they want something sweet and tomorrow they don't. I'm just going to take a few of these and put them out here on this paper, like that. I like what I'm seeing there. I've got some ants hanging out along that gel. Looks like both locations they are liking the sweet stuff. We'll see what happens over the next few days now that they're actually taking it. Well, it's been a few minutes, probably 10 minutes or so, and these ants are having a party. There's lots of them there getting in on this sweet gel, so that's a good thing. Hopefully they're not just dying there at the gel and can take this back to their back to the colony and pass it around among all their friends and kill the whole colony. That's what it's supposed to do anyway. So we'll give it a few more days and come back and see how things are looking. It's now 24 hours later. These ants seem to not be as interested as they were at first at this location. But that said, there also are not nearly as many ants crawling around. So I'm wondering if enough of them took some of the bait and headed in and got the rest of the ants, poisoned or infected. Here comes another one. See, they're not going right back to the bait like they were yesterday. So we'll give it a couple more days and see what happens, see if all the ants disappear. That one might be carrying one of the solid pieces of bait. I'm not sure. If he's not, he just walked past all the bait. It's amazing how they can carry something bigger than they are. Here we are 24 hours later. The second location. Certainly can tell a lot of gel's been taken by these ants. Again, I'm gonna give it a few days and come back and check. And then if there's still ants crawling around, I think I'm gonna replace the bait and use some new gel since they really seem to like that. Here we are. It's been a week and the ants are gone. A couple days ago, I saw one or two pass through here, but since that time, they've quit coming at all. This has done its work. I'm really impressed and happy with this product, that it seems to have sent the poison back to the colony and taken care of the whole colony that was coming to raid our house. Let's go take a look at the other spot. All right, it's been 1 week. The ants are gone from inside the house. I'd gotten concerned that maybe they'd just disappeared and were starting to hibernate since it's getting to be early fall, but here they are outside, busily working. You can see a bunch running around, and yet inside the house, they're gone. So they seem to work just amazingly. I'm super happy because it took a long time to find the right solution that really got rid of these ants. So the ants are just scurrying around outside here, but they're gone inside. So that's what we want to see. Whatever colonies were attacking in the house have left. Here's the other spot where we had ants running all over the place. They had been coming out here and they're gone now. It's been 1 week. Super happy that I'm not seeing any crawling around. And this poison seems to have done the trick by sending the poison back to the colony to get rid of all of them. Advent ant gel seems to have done the trick. I also use this Max Force Complete granular insect bait. I'll include some links where you can pick some up. But I'm really glad that it doesn't seem to have just gotten rid of the few that were wandering around here, but it got rid of the whole colony because they're not coming out anymore. And yet outside, they're still coming in and out of their hole outside, busy eating and things in a different part of our yard. I think that's a different colony than the one that was coming into raid our kitchen. Here we are outside. You can see the ants are all over the place in the crack at the edge of our driveway. Looks like they're having a grand old time here. I don't mind the ants living outside, but this is a little close to the house and they're pretty unsightly here. So I'm going to use some of this insecticide, this Advent ant gel, and this Max Force Complete insect bait out here as well. These are labeled for both inside and outside. We'll see if we can have the same success that we had inside. Look at this. This is just what you like to see. This is about 2 minutes after putting this gel down, and there's just ants all over the place. There's also ants picking up the bait from over here, taking it back. They're having a heyday, and little do they know it's their last party. All right, it's been a few days since I put the ant poison out here as well, and they're gone. After a couple days, I saw 1 or 2 ants kind of wandering around looking a little drunk, and now after about a week, they're completely gone. So take a look. This is where they were all over the place the other day. And the poison that we put down, it's all gone. So that leads me to believe they've taken it all in. Over here is the other spot where we had ants coming up all over the place. That stuff worked great. All right, well, thanks so much for watching Tomahawk DIY. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment. Let everybody else know what kind of pests you're trying to get rid of, and especially let them know if it was successful. Like the video, subscribe, and once again, I appreciate it if you use those affiliate links in the video description to make purchases of these products, because that helps support the mission of Tomahawk DIY, to help people in some of Earth's most dire circumstances build better lives.